peaceful protests in the afternoon quickly took a dramatic turn by night. There are reports of demonstrations happening all over the city, but the bulk of the activity was...
I don't think this could be better timing. So today we're going to talk about how to fight back against big tech, right? And as you see in these screenshots, I think it's very clear that big tech is upset. They are on a rampage, and Silicon Valley, they're out for blood, man. I think there's no make no exception. They are pissed off. They are mad, and how dare you have your own belief and own opinion outside of what they deem to be acceptable. How fucking dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. You should be ashamed of yourself that you're still dependent upon these systems, these power systems in play. Okay? And I'm not here to beat anybody up about anything. I just want to have just a very candid conversation. And you guys know me. I'm the unapologetic prepper. So let's just have a real conversation with you guys. I thought I was gonna make this video a little differently, but we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna have a discussion, long form discussion here. And I realize that I'm speaking from a place of privilege. Okay, I got rid of Facebook back in 2012, maybe early 2013, 7-8 fucking years ago, right? I got rid of Instagram 5-6 years ago. Got rid of all this stuff a long ass time ago, right? This video that I'm making for you guys has been pre-recorded, edits done if any edits are needed, and I have to drive miles to my nearest city of around 2,200 people to upload it because I do not have internet. I don't have Wi-Fi here. So, yeah, it's easy for me to sit here and talk to you guys about not depending on big tech when literally I don't have Wi-Fi at my house. And I realize that and I get that. But I think the most important thing for you and me and us as a people to understand is what's really happening in the narrative at play here, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, like I talked about in a previous video, you really have to understand why it is you're here, right? Why do you need social media? Why is it so important? Because until you can understand and change the way you think about things, until you can do that, you're going to be stuck on the same trajectory. What do I mean by that? Why do you have social media for, right? You're going to tell me things and come up, even if it takes you years, come up with your best reason for why you have to have it, right? Well, I have to have it because that's how I keep touch with my friends and family, right? That's the only way I keep touch. That's how I keep touch with them because they're all over the place, right? You make money off of it, right? If you're a big time social media influencer, you probably make, especially on YouTube, you're probably making thousands of dollars a month just off of monetization. Okay, I get it. You're a big deal. Got it. Other reasons why, it's how you keep up on the news. It's how you share things with friends, what have you. There's so many different reasons why you can give for why you have social media. And that's all fine. But if you're also the same person that's complaining about social media, complaining about the censorship, complaining about the content you're getting, complaining about the content they're prohibiting you from getting, all that stuff, if that's what you're complaining about, I really have to ask yourself, are you just bitching to bitch, or are you really wanting to do something about it? Because the role of social media and big tech is very clear. They're not here to tell you how to think, right? But they will tell you what to think about, and they control that narrative. Let me give you an example. Everybody loves this example. Everybody loves my pink dog analogy, right? Let's say I get 100 people from around the world, all different places of the world, try to get the biggest diverse group of people I can. And I showed them a pink dog, right? I'm like, look at that pink dog over there. Isn't that a crazy looking pink dog? All 100 of them are going to come up with their own individualized opinion of that pink dog. So I'm not controlling how they're thinking about the pink dog. But you know what I've done? All 100 people are fucking thinking about the fucking pink dog. That's what I've been able to do. Sure, I can't control how you think about the pink dog, but you're focusing on the pink dog. Social media does that, but they do that on the scale of millions. Right? You can look at what's going on in DC. You can look at what happened in Tennessee. You can look at just every event, all the events leading up into now, and the events that are going to happen in the future. Social media and big tech are going to have an intricate play and role in how information is disseminated and what you need to be and what you're going to be thinking about. Why is that? Because people are chemically dependent on social media. They literally go with withdrawals when they don't have it. And they are, like I said, they're biologically and chemically dependent on it, and they're dependent on it for everything else, right? I mean, ease of life, whatever you want to say for why you have to have social media, it's a dependency issue. That's what it comes down to. And so the question is, well, how do you fight back against that? You have to change the way you think. Is there any way that you can have relationships without social media? Because me personally, like I said, I'm coming from a place of privilege. I will not relegate my relationships and neuter them and water them down to a fucking poke, a wink, a like, and a fucking happy birthday every year on their fucking birthday. I'm not relegating my relationships to that. My relationships mean more to me than what social media could ever provide me. They mean more to me than what social media can provide for me. If that is what my relationships have been relegated to, this is just coming from me, right? This is just me. They're not real relationships. If I can only wish you a happy birthday on your birthday and like and poke or whatever it is that you can do, if that is what my relationship to you is, I hate to break it to you, man, we're not really friends. I know that's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but it's the truth. And if that's all you do for me, you're not my friend. And that's what we need to teach our younger generation, because we have a younger generation here that all they know is social media. Since the time that they were in diapers, they had a tablet or a phone in their hand. And they're going to grow up thinking that's what a relationship is. There are legitimately people that have fallen in love with people online that aren't real. Because we have relegated and we have put so much dependency on social media. It's crazy. So, how do we fight back? Well, I can tell you that I would definitely advocate a cold turkey, but I get most people can't do that. So at a bare minimum, what you should do is you should put every barrier in place to reduce your dependency on social media. Turn off all your notifications to where you can't get notifications. Set up, screen time allocations, how much time that you can spend. Actually have real conversations with people that you supposedly care about, right? So if you go through and you go through your Facebook or Instagram or whatever, insert fucking social media platform, and you have hundreds and hundreds of friends. Some of you guys may have thousands of friends, millions of friends. Try having conversations with them in real life. And if you can't do that, or it makes you feel uncomfortable doing it with that person, guess what? They're not really your fucking friend, bro. Reduce your dependency on it. Wean yourself off of it. Best thing you can do. Don't spend your money on social media, on big tech. Reduce your dependency on it. And for those of you that just simply cannot reduce your dependency, let's just say, guess what? Hey man, this is how I'm going to be till the day I die. I'm a total social media guru. I don't like the censorship. I don't like all this stuff, but I can't get rid of it. This is just who I am. It's a part of me. Okay, cool. At least you're honest. Maybe you should try a different platform. And I get it. There's going to be lots of people that give me reasons why they can't go to different platforms. I have so much time invested on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. Those platforms don't have all the stuff that I'm looking for this platform has. You can give yourself all sorts of reasons, but at the end of the day, there are other platforms out there that I believe at least respect your rights way better than social media as of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those other places, right? I personally am on I'm on Rumble. My link will be in the description. If anything ever happens to YouTube, I'll find out about it in a couple days after it happens, I'm sure. And my videos, I guarantee you, will still be up on Rumble. Like I said, coming from a place of privilege here, because I make exactly this much money off of YouTube, and I make exactly this much money off Rumble. So no harm, no foul. So, like I said, I would caution you, if you have to stay on social media for whatever reason. Like I said, there are other platforms out there that will allow you to be on social media. And yes, you can give me all sorts of reasons for the interface and this and that. But at the end of the day, you just sound like one of those petty girls that always complains about all the guys she dates always fucking her over and how she always dates fuckboys and all this other bullshit. Well, it's because every time somebody gives you an alternative or gives you somebody or points somebody out that would actually treat you with respect, you can't do it. He's just not my type. So I highly encourage you guys, if you want to be free and you want to have your personal, you have to reduce your dependency on these platforms. I personally, this is just me, right? I cannot imagine a world where I care so much about what Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whoever, Parler, Rumble, BitChute, that I care so much about what they say that it brings me anxiety thinking about if my content is going to get me demonetized or get me kicked off the platform. I can't imagine what that's like. I watch these other channels that get, they're very careful about that. I can't imagine living in a world where I care if I say COVID-19, or if I say firearm, or if I say bullet, or if I say pandemic. I can't imagine living in a world where I can't fucking say those and I get fucking anxiety for saying it. I can't imagine that. Because I don't care. You know how nice it is to be able to be like, I don't care. Go ahead, social media, kick me off, do your worst. I don't care. I can't imagine what that feels like. I can't imagine. And I know, like I said before, I'm coming from a place of privilege here. But it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling just seeing how bad and how hard other people have, being very confused and overwhelmed about policing what they have to say. If you just wanted to know from just a grand scheme of things, I mean, just seeing and watching how other people feel about the possibility of being banned, it's a great feeling, knowing that that's not even a worry. It's not even a concern. So, like I said, my best advice to you guys, right? It's really simple. In order for you to have that freedom, you have to reduce your dependency, right? So how do you reduce your dependency? I would say just go cold turkey. But for those of you that can't, right? Shut off your notifications. Get to know the people you're talking to in real life. Because I hate to break it to you, if you're relegating relationships based upon liking photos and poking, winking, leaving smiley faces, and commenting on their birthday once a year, that's not a real relationship. It's not. I don't care what you want to call it, but it's not a real relationship. If you can go through your friends on Facebook or Instagram and you don't have their personal number, right? And if you did have their personal number, and let's say I was able to give it to you and you wouldn't call them because that would be weird or whatever, chances are they're not really your friend. You don't really have a real life relationship with them. So these are just examples of reality. And so by reducing your dependency, you can eventually get to the point to where you don't have a problem severing ties completely. And ultimately that would be the ultimate goal. Right. Don't spend your money on these big platforms. That's another thing. That's another way to fight back. Have real conversations with people. Like I already said, I can't stress that enough. And if all else fails and you absolutely just need social media, invest your time, money, and effort into a platform that actually respects your rights. There are alternatives out there. And they only grow when people invest in them. Put your money where your mouth is, essentially. That's how you do it. It's plain and simple, guys. It's not difficult. It's not hard. But rest assured, big tech and social media, from the looks of it today, they're coming after you. They're coming for you. They're not coming for me because I'm not there. Fuck them. But they are coming after you, though. It's pretty simple, guys. Very simple, very easy to do, but the follow through is hard, and I get that. You have to pick your own way. Because if you're going to let social media be the thing that stops you, if social media is just this big stumbling block that it keeps you and does not enable you to be more sustainable, more dependent, more independent, more free, more prepared, more localized, you don't deserve anything that you're not getting. If social media is such a big stumbling block in your life that you can't get off of it and you're worried about what's coming down the pike, whatever does come down the pike, you deserve every bit of it. You don't deserve anything else. It's harsh. I know. It's the truth. That's all I got for you guys. If you think I got something wrong, while you're leaving me a thumbs down, leave me a comment. Explain to me what I got wrong. Explain to me what I don't understand. Whatever it is, let's have open dialogue. You guys have been rock stars at that, and I appreciate that. I can't tell you how awesome it is and how much I love the fact that you guys are interactive. I like being able to say I look forward to interacting with you guys in the comment section below. And as always, guys, long live the Republic.